Hi, my name is Helen. I'm a caregiver to my husband George, who has been diagnosed with dementia since 2022.
Hi, I'm Rohani. I'm the care partner to my husband named Muhammad Said. He has been diagnosed since 2018 with vascular dementia.
Hello, I'm Yvonne Estrop and I'm the care partner to Peter Estrop, who has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease since the year 2020.
Hello, I am William Koh. I am a care partner for my mum with dementia since 2020.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Chong and I'm a caregiver to my husband, CY, since 2014. He was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and vascular dementia in February 2023.
Hi, my name is Jamie Lynn Bautalar and I am the care partner of my mom, Alison Lim. I've been caring with her since about 7 or 8 years ago, since her diagnosis, and we've started Dementia & Co. to open up our caring circle as well.
I am supported in my role as a caregiver.
Oh, bye guys. Wow, everyone vanished, huh? Just disappeared from me. I feel like it's back and forth. Like the person that supports me the most as a care partner is the care partner that I have, which is my mom. But she's caring for me as much as I'm caring for her. So especially now, you know, I think a lot of the time she's caring for me more than I care for her. I don't feel that the support comes from outside of that relationship, so I kind of didn't know where to go, you know?
Yeah, for myself, it's like I'm the sole caregiver. It's always me, myself, and I. So I don't see where's the support that I needed.
I have 2 children who are very supportive. My son will supervise overall on our household matter. I get more help from my daughter in terms of emotional sharing. In order to distress ourselves, she will bring me out or take turn to look after the father. And also I got support from my husband's sibling.
Caregiving comes with more happiness than heartbreak.
You're the only one over there.
Yeah, I'm the only one here. I think for me, because I'm also very young, I think I really wasn't really prepared to be a caregiver at only 17 years old. So I really had to learn so much things, like how to access my mom's banking, how to pay taxes. And then I had to learn it all while studying for school and my exams. So I think it really caused a lot of heartbreak. And then I just cannot recognize my mom of how she was maybe 5 years ago compared to now.
Well, of course, with the diagnosis comes grief. The initial part was the hardest. Personally, for me, once I accepted that and got over the grief, it's life. That's what life is. You know, you just get on with it. Once I've accepted that, I found it was so much easier to navigate, and now I feel like I'm on a journey with Peter. So nothing is hard to overcome.
I mean, I feel very similarly. Like the first point where my mom was diagnosed was the hardest time, I think. And it was also really scary because in her very first year, she experienced a lot of symptoms and she went down actually quite quickly. And the thing is that to maintain that kind of relationship, it takes happiness. You have to have that happiness to have the relationship that will allow me to be there for her in the ways that she needs as that transpires over time. And I think the other thing for me to remember is the alternative to this situation is the worst situation, not the better one. So kind of like you said, you know, dementia, we don't have a choice in that matter. So the question is whether we're going to make that life happy or whether we're going to make that life worse.
I was shocked when my loved one first forgot something about me.
Yeah, I'm back here. I think for me, when I was first starting out, my mom looked at me straight in the face and then she was like, "Where's William?" Then I was like, "Oh, Mom, I'm right here." Then she said it again 5 minutes later, and then I think that's when I realized that, okay, something is not up, you know?
I think it's also really key to understand here that dementia is an umbrella term. There are lots of types of dementia and lots of different symptoms within those types. So my mom has PPA, she has primary progressive aphasia, which in her case means that she loses words more than she has a memory issue. Memory issues really only come very late with PPA as it starts to look a little bit closer to and become closer to Alzheimer's. The one very painful time was she was not able to associate me with my name. So she knew who I was, but she couldn't sort of grasp at what my name was. She would call me her sister's name, for example. And so I realized that I'm part of this like elite group. These are the people that she's closest to. These are the people she feels that love for. And I see how she loves her sister. So, you know, her feeling that same way about me, that's very sweet to me more than it is painful.
For me, it's like, because we spend a lot of time together, so I don't think at this present moment, he forgets about me or anything like that. So far it's okay for me because he's at that mild stage where, you know, I'm not shocked at all.
I gave up many personal or professional opportunities due to my caregiving responsibilities.
This is interesting. I think we have a little bit of an age split here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Because when you are providing caregiving, you actually somehow put your lives to a stop. Although we talk about like you have yourself some respite time and stuff like that, right? But for caregiving, right, you actually sacrifice a certain level of your time, your personal goals and ambition, that's for sure. But by the time whether you can still pick up from where you have stopped, nobody knows.
Well, in our household, we had divided roles before Peter was diagnosed with dementia. When he was diagnosed, things changed. And many decisions within the household is now no more shared. I do discuss this with Peter, but I find that, you know, it is mostly on me to make sound decisions for that matter for us.
I think for me, because my mom started showing signs when I was just a student. Luckily, my teachers were really quite understanding. Like I will just tell my teacher, you know, I need to talk to a doctor today because my mom's at the doctor's, and she'll be like, okay, sure. Even now, when I'm in army, I'm able to, you know, sometimes get days off, you know, just to follow my mom to the doctors, which I'm like really, really grateful for lah. Yeah.
That support seems really strong.
Yeah.
I have considered the idea of hiring professional help to care for my loved one with dementia. For instance, senior care center or maid.
It's not an option for me. Peter will always be in the home because that's where he belongs. And I've made it known to my children also that sending him to a home is not an option, or any facility for that matter. We are personally secured financially. Also the fact that I feel that the home is the best place to be.
As for me, at the present moment, he's mild, so it's okay to take care of him. But because most of the time I'm the main one, so I'm afraid that should he needs to be put into a home, I guess I have no choice. You know, I can't just do it all by myself. There will be a time when you might need it, yeah.
My husband, ever since the diagnosis, he has been in the state of apathy, which means he lost a lot of interest. Currently, I place him at the daycare center twice a week, which I believe he could have more interaction and engagement with other people rather than staying at home with me. In his condition, he is so attached to me that I lack of me time. So by placing him at the daycare, at least I have respite for myself.
My mom had this great idea that basically before you feel like you need a nursing home, to like start looking around for one, shopping around for one. If it starts to look like it might become a possibility in the future, even if we don't choose to, we would start to kind of go to a few different ones and look at how the culture is there.
Yeah.
And also so that she visits often enough to be familiar with the place. So when she goes, like if and when she would have to go in, there's like a familiarity. She's going somewhere that she's been before.
Yeah, but I do agree for some nursing homes, the bigger ones, you have a daycare. So you might want to do a 1 or 2 days daycare and just or a week, just suss it out and then decide for the future, or you know, whether this is like shopping for a home, so to speak.
Exactly. You have to meet the neighbors, you know, you have to meet, in this case, the nurses, other residents. If I'm to go there and like visit, you know, I will know everyone that she's meeting as well. You know?
I think it's one thing you have to be very important is that when you are placing your loved one in a nursing home, right, especially for dementia you have to look for one that actually can handle dementia. So they don't just sit in the wheelchair or on a chair and that's it until nighttime, okay, go to bed. No. Because dementia nursing home, they actually have activities.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's such a big difference between just like a nursing home and like dementia aware or like inclusive.
I believe that youths have a part to play in the dementia cause.
It's good to see that the younger people are over here as well. No, I think it's definitely true because it's a cause that is getting more and more serious. There is no medical cure that we know of at the moment. So it's definitely coming for our world. It's not just hanging out in the world of our parents or our grandparents. We use this statistic a lot, but the youngest person to ever be diagnosed with dementia was diagnosed at the age of 19. So there's no like age at which you can't get it. You're not safe from it. So not knowing about it only harms yourself. If we don't start to educate ourselves and like recognize how we can make a space dementia inclusive and not just be sort of included as a third party, but like actually belong. So it's really on us, and it's also selfish, frankly, to make that happen for our own future.
It starts from the home first. I believe very strongly that the young today has a lot, to learn. For example, if you look out, you always see the young on their handphones, on the tablet. If they just put it down for a while, find time, look around, appreciate, the family, appreciate your mom and dad, uncle, auntie, even your helper at home, give them a hug. If you plant that seed, it becomes a family whereby you're observant, you're loving, you want to do things together, and this helps in being able to identify any members of your family who are showing signs of dementia, and you are able to find help for for your loved ones.
For a lot of us, like growing old is made out to be a very scary thing, and especially something like dementia, which even though it's not an age disease, in our minds and in the media that we see, it's shown as an old people's disease. So things like being around grandparents, being around people, and you get families where, if the grandparent has dementia, the kid wants to come up and talk to grandpa, and mom or dad says, hey, no, don't talk to him, like he don't understand, and just like shoo the kid away. You miss that opportunity, like you said, to connect with your own family and to build an understanding, and also to not get scared of growing old yourself.
Yes.
I think I also like to add, right, that I feel it's quite inevitable that you will have to take care of someone with dementia. The statistics are like more than 1 in 10. If you start from young, you know all the symptoms, everything, you can actually prevent the deterioration of it.
They should be aware of dementia because nowadays youth, they are more like in their own world, they don't know what's happening. Like, for example, if they say, they never like ask, hey, where did you go today, or things like that. So it's good for them to know more about old people. Spend more time with us maybe, and then you understand more about us and about dementia.
I feel afraid at the possibility that my loved one may one day forget who I am.
I guess for me it would be heartbreaking. Peter and I are very close. We do everything together. I dread the day that will happen, to be honest. And for that reason, I've started creating a lot of memories, a lot of photographs, a lot of videos, in the hope that if it does happen, these videos and photos will come in handy.
I feel that shouldn't be afraid of the inevitable, but then again, all dementia loved ones, they progress differently. All right, my husband is smart. He don't call me by my name, he call me darling. So whether he call me call me darling, but actually thinking of another woman, I won't know. All right, I won't know. So it's fine, that's why I'm not afraid. He still calls me, so I'm fine,
For me, I'm afraid because I do not know I have been a good wife or not. I have to do my best. Maybe I accidentally did wrong to him. I need to have a lot of discussion so that we could forgive each other, before his end of life. And I hope that I'll go. I don't go first than him. so that I can look after him.
Caregiving has made me a better person.
What are you?
I'm like between neutral and agree. I'm not sure.
Then you should do this.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I was already wearing many hats, but it's given me more hats to wear actually. It's made me very creative. I've learned how to distract him and get him to a better place. I've learned to be extremely patient in the process. What's come out of all this is I've come to know a lot of people, like-minded people in my situation, like everyone here. And then their partners got to know my Peter. And then we become a community. So it's changed me. I'm not that sociable, and Peter is the most sociable person. It has really opened my eyes to how much it has changed me as a person. So I won't say that dementia is a blessing, of course not. But I would say that, you know, we are in this journey that's been so filled with so much of love, so much of teachings, so much of family.
For me, I believe I have become more resilient and tolerant, and at the same time become more sociable because of my loved one, because of my husband. Like you say, it's not a blessing, but I gain more friends. I interact with people of other races. You know, otherwise I just stay within my community. So I understand more about our society and the difference of opinion.
As for me, I learned to be more understanding, respect his decision when he said, no, I don't want to do this, so I just let him do whatever he wants to do. Yeah.
By a choice or what, I don't know, but then you somehow along the journey, you realize your strength. You have become more patient, more tolerance, because when you actually, sometimes you get angry, you stop yourself. This will never happen when you're younger days. You will just blur it out and then you pick a fight. You know? But now, no, you know how to like give in to him because you know that he's not himself. So in a way, patience is very important. That's where you come from. So only from caregiving, it gives you this strength. And you learn to forgive. And you have to forget so that you can carry on.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you found this video meaningful. My name is Natasha, and this video is produced by Project Forget Me Not, a group of youths passionate in raising awareness about the dementia cause. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye!